we know that you got to get out of here.
Yes.
I want to talk more about what is this retreat that you're going to be doing with these kids?
I plan to do a retreat twice a year. The first one is going to be during the Christmas break, like when the kids are out. I tried to kind of line the dates up with the different counties and the different schools around the country to, so that everybody can be accommodated. So I'm doing it the week before Christmas.
Okay.
And I'm taking the girls away. And the plan is to move to different locations every single time.
Right.
But exotic places, like really good places that they may not, otherwise be able to go to. So we'll do different spas, different hotels, different islands. I mean, I plan, when it gets really, really
for young ladies between 12 and 19. So
12 and 18.
12 and 18. So you're trying to give them a sense of like purpose, as like if they get to see these other parts of the world, then they may strive for something more.
Well, no. Well, there's a whole process. Like there's a criteria. So the way that you even are accepted into the foundations, like the program,
right,
is that you have to write an essay. The girls between 12 and 15, I'm encouraging them to write between 400 and 800 words about themselves, why they feel like they should be a great candidate for our retreat. The second group of girls between the ages of 15 and 18, I'm asking them to write between 800 and 1,500 words. It seems like a lot, but when you're writing about yourself, sometimes you get to flowing and you can't even stop. So I want to tell, what is their background, where they come from, what their circumstances are, why they feel they'd be good candidates, what their goals are in life, what they want to do, and I want to help them achieve them.
So how do there are a lot of people that are listening that say, oh, I can do that. What do they have to do?
The girls?
Yeah. I mean, how do they do this?
They submit, is
there a website or?
Yeah, there's a website. It's lostonesfoundation.org.
Okay.
Lost Ones Foundation.
And we will put that up on our website here at the radio station as well. So when is the deadline?
The deadline now is November 20th. I'm trying to get all essays by then because I have to read so many.
You're going to actually read them yourself?
Yeah, I love reading and I love writing. I don't watch television. I have to do something.
Right.
So I love it, yeah. So that's what I do. Like once everybody goes to sleep, I'll read all of their essays. And I'm not basing, selecting them on grammar or now, if they're well written, that's a perk.
Because parents will write a letter for a child. You know that, right?
I can tell.
Okay.
I can tell plagiarism when
Okay.
I find it. When I see it, I'll know it.
Okay. People say you're mean.
I am.
You admit that?
I'm joking.
When people say you're mean, why do people say you're mean?
Mean?
Yeah, like she's mean. What do they get that from?
She seems like.
Because they don't know you?
Right.
Is it because you need to put yourself more in the forum where, you know what? It's like, have you watched the T.O.? You don't watch TV, but the T.O. show is a prime example.
I've never seen that either.
Where a lot of people had a certain opinion about Terrell Owens based on the way he was presented. And then once they watched the television show, they became a different type of person. There are people who are going to turn the radio station off today who have a totally different opinion of you now than they did based on what they read on any website or any picture, because they can hear you being you without it being edited, twisted around. It's actually your words.
Yeah.
So why not do more of that? Are you afraid that people go, Wendy Williams? You afraid somebody going to try to Wendy Williams you?
I love her. What do you mean? What did she do?
Wendy Williams says that you were supposed to come on her show and give the dirt on Usher. And when you got there, you had a totally different agenda and they kicked you out of the studio.
Well, let me say this. I am from Oakland, California, where we don't give the dirt on people. Okay? So that where I'm from, we call that snitching. I don't care what I see any of my clients do, and at the time, those were my clients.
Right.
I would never go anywhere and publicly bash any of my clients. For what? You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, if you don't get what you want to get out of an interview, when the person leaves, your voice is much louder than that person's.
Exactly.
So you can.
They get the last word.
You get the last word, and you have more listeners than I do. I can go yell in my house or line my kids up and say, listen.
Right.
I never was going to,
right.
But my voice it's only so loud.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have the power of the media where you can paint whatever picture, good or bad, that you want.
Right.
And I don't care. Listen, that's too much energy. I'm not tuned into her show. I'm not tuned into her radio station. And in fact, I didn't even know that she was a quote shock jock when I went on the show. I'd heard of her, of course. I wasn't like under a rock, but I didn't know what type of media that I learned afterwards, what she did. It's all right.
You're past all that.
I was never
into it.
I don't care. Like, right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't concern myself. Like, that doesn't help me get my son's Beta Club song printed off the computer. That's the kind of stuff my mind is on even right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm thinking about what my kids need to do, where they need to be, what time they're home, what they're going to eat when they get home, and what time they need to be in bed, stuff like that. And then I'm worried about things that matter, like lost ones. Like, how can I help a group of girls that are needed, that are at risk, or who live in terrible environments where they're maybe being beaten or abused, or things like that.
Right.
How can we get their grades up? How can we get them on time to class? How can we stop them from getting pregnant and having abortions, or being drug users, or dating drug dealers, or going to the pole?
Mm-hmm. The stripper pole.
How do we keep them off of it?
Right.
See, these are the things that concern me, because I have a generation of young men that are coming up.
Right.
That I want to have viable wives and they don't have to be perfect, because we all make mistakes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make mistakes when I leave. I just made a mistake on a word about 2 minutes ago. So,
right.
That's life.
Okay.
Nobody's perfect.
So after whatever happens, be it good or bad, because I said on the radio, I told my listeners, a million, around the state, I said, I have this 911 call, but I'm not going to play it because I really don't care. No, I mean, I honestly said that because I want people to understand that sometimes I have access to, just like everybody else, but to me it's not relevant to what is going on like right now. My question is, will there ever be like a tell-all book? Since you say you don't snitch.
I'm from Oakland, so
no tell-all book.
Oakland people don't tell all.
No tell-all books. Nothing.
That's my
like
personal life. I would never.
No Broadway play.
Oh, that's funny. I can't even imagine reenacting some of the scenes.
Wow.
That's funny.
Okay.
See? Underlying.
Okay.
Don't overread into that.
I'm talking. She's joking with us.
I'm joking when I say reenacting.
You got to be like, you got to take it to Uptown.
I have to be really careful.
You got to get up on Uptown and be like, everything is a joke.
Yeah,
from now on.
Like there's things that are said in all seriousness, and there's a lot of jokes. So,
right.
Don't misconstrue them.
One last question I want to ask you. You're a very loving person, from your foundation, from the way that you come across in the radio, the way you have love for your kids. Are you still in love?
Who sings that song? Still in love with my kids? Still in love with what?
I'll wait.
It's a mess.
Are you still in love? Really? I mean, because I know you are. I just want you to.
Well, how you gonna say you know?
Because I know I can see it in you like the look changed. Like even though people,
it was like a shock.
No, it wasn't like you were shocked. But
people
say
awe.
This, that, and the other, and all that. But I asked you that question, and it's not like you were like, hell no, he can go to hell. It wasn't like that.
But I don't feel that way about anybody I've ever dated or anything.
Are you still in love?
Oh no, that's a rhetorical question. It's my husband. I mean, what? Come on. I don't know.
Did you say, come on, son?
No, I didn't say come on, son.
I thought you said come on. So you not okay. All right. You don't play come on, son. I thought you said come on, son.
Is that a song?
No, that's Ed Lover. I was like, come on, son, get out of here. That's my husband.
I love Ed Lover.
You play come on, son.
Does he say it all the time?
Oh yeah, you know.